Welcome everybody to episode 127 of the effing title. I am Big Husky.
And I'm DeNutte.
And this is George.
Hey, George.
And my hair's down today, and I'm wearing a pink shirt. How you doing?
Fabulous. Fabulous.
I'm trying this.
I was at a barbecue yesterday, and we're playing cornhole, and it just was so hot, and I was standing in the sun. I took off my hat, and I just was waving the wet mold around. I was like,
I love it.
Living my best.
Well, I can't have my hair down. It feels weird. I can't do it. I can't do it.
No. It's fabulous, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I realized it goes down below my nips, bro. I was like shit. I was like, this is a lot longer than I thought it was. But then I realized it's been 3 fucking years.
Yeah, what's the plan with that? Are you just gonna keep it going, or are you gonna donate it?
I don't I was going to donate the last one that I did. Right, last time I did it, I was going to donate it. I got it, sent a little bag. And the bag is in my apartment somewhere.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
I got everything done. I was ready to ship it out. I was gonna go I think it was Wigs for Kids was what I was gonna do.
I think I made a joke that say you die one day and someone goes to your apartment and they're like, all right, a bunch of Funko Pops and a bag of hair.
Yeah, exactly. If I ever die within the next 5 years or so in my apartment and someone comes in here and looks around, they're just going to be confused.
All right. Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, honestly. That's kind of, I've had a couple moments in the past month where I've been like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking go into the bathroom and cut the whole fucking thing off. Mm. And I don't mean, I don't mean just the hair. I mean...
I get that with my beard, and that's whenever I shave my beard, that's what it's like, it's coming off tonight. And I'll do a mustache. I'll do handlebars for a week, and then...
Yeah, I
be barred out.
Just barred up.
Barred up.
Oh boy. Kind of a weird one this week. We really haven't. There's not really a whole, or at least it feels like anyway. I mean, I haven't really talked to you. I went on kind of a little social media blackout thing, there. For a bit. So I kind of haven't really talked to anyone really for the last little bit.
And I may or may not have been away last week during the podcast. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
That was what I was having a panic moment when I was.
I saw that you uploaded it Monday.
Yeah, so I normally upload them on Monday, but But so the thing that the panic moment I had was 30 minutes ago when you were like, "Hey, let's do this," and I was like, "Okay," and then I went on Instagram and I'm trying to find the last image that I had of, "Hey, this is going live now," and I couldn't fucking find it. Because
you've uploaded so much.
Not even that. It's because we didn't do it live. So therefore I didn't post us going live. So I'm panicking, where the fuck is 126? Why can't I find 120? Where the fuck is 126?
Yeah. Are we live right now?
We're live right now.
Okay, I'm doing it live. That shows how much I know. That shows how much I know.
We're professionals here, ladies and gents.
I got sunburned as hell, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's still
I was gonna say a minute ago. Yeah, a minute ago you went like that, and I kind of saw the little. You can see the little frillies. Yeah. You can see the frillies of the.
Yeah, it was really. It's been really bad the last couple of days, but now it's finally mostly, because now it doesn't even look burned.
All right, so I gotta ask the question then, and this is the disgusting question. So for everyone that's watching or listening, I'm sorry. Do you peel it? If you notice it peeling, do you take advantage of that and be kind of
So I had sun poisoning.
Okay.
So it wasn't. So even yesterday there was the skin was peeling, but it wasn't dry skin. It was pussy wet skin.
Ooh.
So I wasn't picking at it because it kind of hurt.
That's the one you don't want to. Yeah.
So but it's really itchy because my sleeves are catching it. So I wore a polyester polo at work, and I came back and that was just it was ripping my arms apart.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. It's
and that was I consumed a lot of media this week.
Oh, okay.
A really big consumption week.
All right, cool.
More so than usual.
Wow, that's a little terrifying to an extent.
Yeah.
All right, so media then. What did we get into then? Because for me, it's literally just been some anime. I'm gonna open up my internet and let's see. Cool, it opened up on my side screen. For me, it's literally just been some anime. I think I watched a movie this week, maybe?
I watched a ton of shows. So like I was camping, so I didn't have service for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Just completely
Mm-hmm.
incommunicado, which was awesome. But I kind of like that, like a drug addict. Like, oh, give it to me.
I don't have it.
I don't have it. But like I watched an entire first season of a show on Thursday. I worked Thursday and I still saw it like a entire. It was The Bear, the
Oh, that's the FX show, right? With the
with
yeah.
my boy from Seamus that I was like I'd go gay for.
Yes, yes, that guy.
And
Yes.
a buddy of mine were text. So like a buddy of mine watched it all on Thursday too. We were texting each other back and forth. He's like, "Yo, when he smokes cigarettes, because he's just." I don't know if you're that familiar with American Shameless. Is that like he's always just ripping butts,
Oh yeah.
and like that's like kind of his thing, and he's like ripping butts in the show too.
So he's just ripping butts, just period now.
Always ripping butts, like being like a sexy little.
Ripping butts and hoping one day he's gonna rip DeNutte's butt.
I mean, I'd probably have to rip his butt, for being honest.
Fair,
But
fair.
it's just. I don't know. It's about a like a world-renowned chef, an up-and-coming chef, whose brother dies and he takes over the family business, which is a restaurant, but it's like a greasy spoon in Chicago. Chicago.
Okay,
So I was obsessed with that show. I cried once or twice while watching it.
fair.
I mean, if it's not me, if I didn't cry, you know. There's a show. Have you watched The Old Man yet?
I saw something for it this week. It must have been when I was watching a YouTube video or something. But I saw something for it this week.
I'm 3 episodes in.
Is it?
Well, we're all.
Is it
Yeah.
Bridges?
Yes.
Okay, because I thought it was Bridges, but then I think I was doing something watching it, kind of one of those things, and like I couldn't tell if it was Bridges or someone like Bridges.
Yeah, he's old. He's old as fuck. And, well, he's not as old as they make him, but he's like still he plays like an old dude. Next CIA agent that like faked his death, and then some enemies like, nope, I want him back. I want to kill him. So they try to capture him.
Oh damn.
It's Jeff Bridges, John Lithgow, and there's a girl I can't remember her name. Those are like the big three. I really liked it. I don't want to give anything away, but it's just take it so far. So spoiler freeze for once.
Oh, spoiler free. So I'll hit you with one. New
Yeah.
episode of Spy X Family came out yesterday, which is one of the big ones that's taken over for anime a little bit. And the whole episode is about dodgeball. And like I
watched Dodgeball last night.
So
at my buddy's house. Sorry.
It's funny because like the whole episode is about dodgeball, and like it's the main character, one of the main characters, Anya. Like she has to like win, because if she wins and does well and gets MVP, then she gets something like this award, sort of thing. So she has her mom teacher, and her mom's an assassin. So like her mom is like leg up in air, slam it on the ground, put the full body in, and then it's the anime like light speed fucking dodgeball throw, right? So the whole episode's leading up to the point where Anya finally gets to do it, right? Do the throw. This big guy on the other team, kind of like it'd be like me going back to high school and playing dodgeball, right? Is on the other team, and he's like, I'm gonna hit her in the leg, and as he says that, he's like about to throw it, and Anya is telepathic, so she like moves her leg.
Cheating.
Yeah, basically. But he's like freaking out. He's like, fine then, I'll hit her in the left arm, and she like moves preemptively and just kind of like, and he's like, fine, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna throw it, and it's gonna look like it's about to hit her, and then it's gonna curve, and then it'll hit her where she's standing. So she just stands fucking still. So the whole episode goes through, and then it gets to the very end, and now she's about to unleash her superpower.
Right.
Which is the speed light throw that her mom taught her, right? So she gets the ball, she does the whole thing, she does it, she winds up, and as she goes to throw it, she just slams it into the ground, and it like bounces up a little bit, and like rolls to the other guy, and he like picks it up and just does one of those and hits her. I'm gonna tell you this right now, I haven't laughed that hard at that entire sequence in maybe a good month. Like I literally thought I was gonna hurt my rib.
So it's not a dodgeball show. It was the dodgeball episode.
It was a dodgeball episode, yes.
What's it about? Is it a show about assassins?
So the show is like basically it's about like there's a spy. He's on a mission, and he needs to, and the way that he can get to his target is by having a kid and having the kid go to the school and then like working their way up. So he goes and adopts this kid, and the kid that he adopts, he doesn't know has telepathic powers. So eventually, like, it's like, hey, I need to find a mom. And the person that goes and finds the mom is an assassin, and so no one knows all the pieces aren't like together for everyone. But Anya knows everything because she's telepathic, so she kind of knows and she sets stuff up. But I guess the whole show is it's about Anya trying to get into this very prestigious school when that's like not who she is.
Is it a serious show? Or is it a comedy?
It's more of like a comedy kind of,
Okay.
Like there's
like
some
a My Hero, because there's like serious moments in that, but it's like goofy.
there's like a couple serious moments, but like the serious moments are like very heartwarming sort of thing. It's one of those like very family based where it's like the main character is like the whole time is just like, I'm just gonna do this mission, then get rid of the wife, get rid of the kid, and that's it. Like, done. Fuck it. Fuck this. And then like there's like 4 or 5 episodes, and then he's like, I really like this girl. Like my daughter. Like this is my daughter. Like it is one of those sort of things. I would say it's a good watch. There's the sub version is a couple episodes ahead of the dub version. I've been watching the dub version, obviously, me being me. But I've been really enjoying it. It's been one of those ones that it's one of those ones where it's not like a Rising of the Shield hero where I'm just kind of like locked in and it's like, this is fucking awesome and cool. This is more of like a fun giggle. Spy X Family. Spy Space X Space Family.
Yeah, like Hunter or X Hunter, which they're bringing back supposedly.
Yep, I did hear about that. But yeah, no, that's one of the new. That's the newest one that I watched though, and like I said, I haven't laughed that hard at an episode sequence.
Oh, she a little girl.
Yeah, Anya. Yeah, with the pink hair. She like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You'll watch it and you're fucking fall in love with her. She's such a fucking funny character, bro. She's such a funny character. Like,
yeah.
It's one of those things. Like, I like immediately the first episode. I think it was.
It's a new show, right?
Yeah, it's there's a manga of it. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
But I think if I remember correctly, it was either Dana or Coop that I was talking to about it, and like I was like doing like my reaction to it because I watched like the first 5 episodes because I was behind. But like I was like, I want to see what it's about. Everyone's hyping this thing up. Like I'll check it to see if it is the hype. The animation is my style of animation and look, like, and like after the first episode, I was like, if anything fucking happens to Anya, I will murder fucking everyone. Like that's like it was one of those immediate like that's my character.
Yeah, it's like that the Buttercup reaction from The Walking Dead.
Exactly.
I just got a big old whiff of tired. I was like, whew. Is that the only anime you've been watching? We were saying it. I'm like, I haven't watched anime in a long, long time.
Well,
okay.
So there's actually I've been just kind of. I was saying to John about it. I went from watching just kind of like random shows and YouTubes and that sort of thing to like if I have any free time, I basically just have anime up on my side screen here. Yeah. Now that I have Crunchyroll, it's there, done. Like, Talk Op.Destiny is one that I've been watching that I've been really intrigued by. That's a really kind of cool one. Music based. Okay. The first episode, I kind of like fell for it. The character reaches his arm out like this, and then it like you hear like this musical like key chord, and then his arm vanishes, and there's like roses floating down, and then there's a character who's this girl, and she like transforms into a music heart. So it was like one of those things where immediately I was like, I can't remember. Like, for me personally, watching shows, I've never seen one where the main 2 protagonists are, like, almost symbiotically together, whereas, like, he loses an arm, so she powers up. Like, that sort of thing. I mean, yeah, other than, that, which, by the way, that TikTok you sent me was fucking hilarious. Yeah. A post you just... Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon...
Did you ever see the Digimon movie, the original movie?
Yes.
I
watched it recently, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to, because I was like, I keep hearing it holds up.
Oh, it does. It's actually kind of funny, especially, I think, for our generation as well, because the art style is, for me anyway, personally, it was like, the story was kind of cool, right? The art style is very similar to a lot of what our anime is right now. It feels like it's a childhood thing for us. So rewatching it, we kind of get to remember that, and also it's Digimon, so it's like it was the
Digimon was
it was the younger brother that got picked on. Like so, like we always have
yeah,
we have
it had like a weird moment in time where Digimon was super popular for like 3 years,
mm-hmm.
and then anyone that didn't experience it then's like, what's Digimon?
Exactly. It was like that, or it's like, oh, you mean that like the Pokemon ripoff? And it's like we're
Well, did you
sitting there
ever
like
watch...
it fucking was, but shut your mouth.
Shut up. Well, then there was Monster Rancher.
Yep.
Yeah, which was like a
That I'm gonna tell you this right now. That does
which was
not
like a
hold up.
Digimon ripoff.
That does not hold up.
It doesn't.
I watched that. I watched everything on Amazon Prime. Does not.
I remember being like a darker Digimon that I guess doesn't hold up, which I can get.
Yeah,
I can get that.
one of my first roommates at Norwich used to play the video game of it all the time. That was his thing.
Monster Rancher.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. You're a weirdo.
That was his thing. I was like, that's okay. Like
Okay.
what? Like of course, like it was one of those things. Where I'm like, I'm here to play football. Like that's weird. Like nowadays, I would have been like, is this fucking 2-player? Like, can I get in on this?
Remember my freshman year of college, I was playing a lot of Halo Reach and Fallout New Vegas because that's when they came out.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I remember I was playing a bunch of that on my 24-inch tube TV.
I can only imagine what being in college right now and playing like sports would be like, because I would fucking not ever go to class. I'd be streaming and playing football. Like that's all I'd be doing. What are grades?
You used to go to class online for a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. Could do that. But you know so those ones don't really. I watched Danny Okos. Shout out to Danny Okos. One of the guys that I originally started following streaming wise after Tim, like kind of one of the the lower, not lower, but one of the smaller content creators. But I love him and his wife. They were like one of the first like big supporters kind of me when I first started. So it was kind of cool seeing like this 2,000-3,000 follower guy just randomly like supporting you. It's kind of cool. Every now and then he'll like something on my Twitter, and I'll be like, Danny. Like,
is he? I don't know anything about him. Is he bigger now?
No. So he does a lot of he did Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit. He's into Digimon the card game, which is why I brought it up. So he's like on and off stream every now and then now. So I don't think he does as much, but when he does do stuff though, he does. He gets good viewership. I've been watching him every now and then play Digimon the card game. No fun.
Well, it's like anyone. Have you ever watched anyone play Pokemon the card game? There's fucking you play with like not anal beads, but they're like these little glass like beads.
Oh, it's like me trying to play fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel now. Is it?
Oh,
Nope.
I played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I have friends that are still into it.
I have it on my computer. I go on daily and I try to do stuff. I sit there for 7 minutes and this dude still is like during his turn and there's 18 creatures have been on the field and I'm sitting there like, can I play my blue eyes now? Can I just?
I know a guy who he's not really into video games. He's a friend of a friend. He he's super into hiking. He's super into playing basketball. And then I was hanging out with him today, and he's like, "You want to play Yu-Gi-Oh?" And I was like, "Huh?" He's like,
"What?"
"Yeah, dude. I got a couple decks in my trunk. You want to play?" And I was like, "You're messing with me, right?" And he's like, "No, dude. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. He's like, I go to tournaments all the time. I love it." And I was like, "Who are you?" It's just like it didn't match his personality.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
All of us have like a level of nerd to us, or what's funny because last night I was with some friends and my buddy's new girlfriend. I was talking to her and I was like, sign language that pops in.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's his new girlfriend. She was mentioning it and she's like, "Oh, I love Twitch. I always watch streamers on my break." I was like, "Oh, no shit," and we're talking about it. And she wants to start streaming The Sims. It's just funny that it's nerd culture still such like almost like a subversive thing where it's they're like, "Hey, are you into it?"
Oh yeah, it's like you're saying, like one of the guys that I used to coach with, he recently put up some stuff and he's like, I kind of want to buy this #1 issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from because I had a bunch of those when I was a kid, but I don't have them anymore, and I want to go buy one of them, but I don't know if I should because it's not who I am, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you fucking go buy it right now.
You go do it. I had a coworker of mine was telling me there's one of his really good female friends. was dating a guy, and he's a great guy, has a great job, or like he has good money, makes good money, he's nice. She's like, I couldn't do it because he had an Iron Man helmet in his living room amongst his things, like on a shelf, and I was like, dude, I have a Master Chief helmet right there on my shelf. I'm like, is
Eventually,
that's like the I was like, that's like the deciding factor. This dude was great and cool to you, but you had a Iron Man helmet.
hmm
Like it's so weird now that like it's still so divided. You're
oh, and
like, oh,
it's
he
so.
likes nerdy things.
Well, it's funny you said because like one of the funny things for me is that like I had one of the last times I had a girl over. Last two girls I had over. This was fucking years ago, mind you, because I'm a fucking shut in now. But like one of them came in, saw like my things, which of course
Yeah,
this is only a part of it. The bedroom is just DC, and then there's a bed in there.
yeah.
Like, so like it's funny because like the last two ones, one of them came in and was like, "Oh, you like this stuff, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "It's like it's like it keeps me it keeps me out of fucking trouble. I have fun with it."
Yeah.
And I was like, and I picked one of the books up. I was like, "I bought this for $75. It's now $400." And she was like, "Wait, you can sell that right now and get $400?" And as soon as she said it like that, I was like, "Out, out." Because it's like it's one of those things. I know it's $400. I'm not gonna fucking sell it for $400.
You would mean sell it?
And then there was one girl that I had over, and like I was like, "Do you want something to drink?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, I got like coffee, this, that, and I went in, grabbed a Coke from the fridge, walked back in, and she was fucking spinning my Aquaman trident. And I was sitting there like,
All right,
either you're doing
that's
this
fun.
because I was out of the room and you didn't think I would catch you, or this might work. And then I haven't talked to her since then. So,
Oh,
but like it's funny though, yeah, because it's like it is funny, that sort of stuff,
I I
you
had a
know.
girl here like a month ago, and this is my living room. So I have my couch over there, I have my TV right behind me. So I have my desk set up. I have like two monitors, lights, like most of us have. And we were watching a movie, and I was like, oh, no comment and all my like shit. She's like, oh, it's cool. And that was the last time I saw her. I haven't seen her since. I had hung out with her a while. She just had never come over to my place, and she was like, "Oh, it's like really cool." I was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "Yeah, yeah." And I was like, and
It's funny how
I
like
never saw her again.
certain words like that's like, oh yeah, it's cool. It's like,
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." Yeah, it's cool.
um,
Yeah. So that's you find someone that's either into it or not, because
exactly.
um
But
very funny. I didn't really put that together till now. I knew it was like I was like, oh man, that's right. She was like, well, lame. Uh, oh well, it is what it is.
fuck that bitch. We're better off now.
Nah, she's boring.
That's the other thing. People like that are fucking boring, bro. Like, like,
Just be mean about it. Yeah, she's boring.
um, So like, there's that one, the Dawn of the Witch, the Fruit of Evolution. What's the full title of this? The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had made. Hold up a second. There's still more to it. Oh, the Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had made it. That one's kind of fucking hilarious.
The fruit of
Skeleton Knight in
evolution, is
Another
that like a
World.
sex thing?
No, so what it is it's like it's a school
Yeah.
classroom, and they're like, "We're gonna send you to an alternate universe. Bye bye." Everyone gets sent to this alternate universe, but this one fat kid who smells funny and people pick on him. So immediately I'm like,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Huh, you didn't get transferred like everyone else did. That's weird." So then he finds these fruits and he eats them, and it levels him up. So now he's not a fat weird kid. Now he's just like a normal looking like anime main protagonist. And the whole thing is that like if you eat 20 of them, then like you die violently, and he's eaten 19.
Okay.
It's a, but like there's a monkey in it that turns into a hot girl. There's a donkey that turns into a hot girl. There's this girl who like thinks that she's like a problem and unlucky, but like he has like this little harem of girls that he's just collecting now, basically, just by pure luck. And
They're like just animals.
it's just weird, bro. But like it's yet again, it's another one of those ones that's just really funny to me.
You're like like that plot like just parallels
Oh, it's just
One Piece.
for me, it's just one of those things. It's like it's like why
Did you ever watch One Piece?
No. So
Yeah, because it
okay.
stars Monkey D. Luffy, and he eats the magical gum gum fruit, and he becomes stretchy.
Oh,
And then if you in this world, it's like the planet's like covered by water, so everyone's pirates or like get around by boats. But if you eat the magical gum gum fruit and gain powers, you lose the ability to swim. It's kind of a weird thing.
that is a
So
weird
it's a
thing.
little,
I do like Raul's comment in channel. Why are all animals hot? Hot girls secretly? I don't know. I don't know.
it's hot animal summer is what it is.
The Skeleton Knight in Another World's kind of one of those ones where it's like it's an MMO that's supposed to get shut down, and then it never gets. And then when it gets shut down, someone's trapped inside, sort of thing. Rising of the Shield Hero, I've talked about a million fucking times.
Have you watched any of season 2?
Yes, I just started watching. So I was watching the sub of it for a while, but then there was like a 3 week span where I got really busy, and the sub I really have to like sit down and like fully focus on. So I was like, after that,
You gotta
like
read.
this thing after like 3 or 4 weeks though, then it was like, oh, by the way, the dub's coming out now. So I was like,
Is it the same character or is it new story?
same character.
Huh,
Yeah,
fine.
same character,
Yeah, I
and it's
haven't
just
watched it yet.
continuing. So, did you watch the first one, the first
Yeah,
season?
yeah,
So
yeah.
now the second season, the waves have stopped momentarily because the spirit tortoise is awoken. That's
Okay.
all. That's all I'll say. Is that?
All right.
But that's like this. That's the beginning plot of it. It's actually really cool because like after like 3 episodes, you're kind of like, that's it, and then the ending happens, and you're like, fucking excuse me, and it just immediately just Love After World Domination is a hilarious one where there's the Gelato 5 and they're basically just Power Rangers. But that one of the Power Rangers is in love with one of the main villains.
Okay.
And that's the host. That's there we go. That's it.
Okay.
Is this them trying to be in a relationship, but not letting the entire world know they're in a relationship, or their organizations know they're each other in a relationship?
So they are in a relationship secretly.
Yes, they're secretly dating,
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
but like the Gelato 5 is like known to the public as well, and they're like the Power Rangers. So like there's one episode where like they're like, hey, are you doing anything? Like, are you guys planning on doing anything? And it's like, well, we're testing this new equipment out on a beach. So like she's like, oh, I'm gonna tell the bad guys that I found out that you guys are gonna be secretly at a beach, and then I'll run off, and then we can hang out together. And that's like exactly. It's one of those things where it's like, fucking excuse what?
Are you watching The Boys?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. Are you caught up with that?
So this last episode I wasn't caught up on because I think what happened was it came out on Friday, but I didn't realize it was Friday.
Fair enough.
So that I saw everything on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
It was one of those upsetting ones. But
It's funny because you can watch. Oh god, this might be bad. Works calling me. I'm on call. One sec, I gotta take this.
Yeah. For everyone that doesn't know, DeNutte technically is working. Yeah, no, the boys. Like I said, I thought that it was like Thursday, and yeah, apparently it wasn't. But what about you guys? Chatting in comments. If you guys are listening and watching, let us know in the comments what you guys have been watching recently, and if there's anything that you guys suggest that we should watch. Because yeah, I don't have anything really other than work and stream that I do, and editing. So I put stuff up on and just kind of have it in the background, and DeNutte just watches everything and anything, So Stranger Things, I'll give my unpopular opinion really early. I don't think Stranger Things is that interesting looking.
Okay.
So I just gave my unpopular opinion like super early.
Okay. What?
I said Stranger Things doesn't look that interesting to me.
Okay.
I just wait. Did you say you might have to go to work?
Yeah, he'll call me back. I'm not
okay.
on call, but there's a thing. It's
Okay, yeah. Formula One races, John. So my parents used to watch Formula One when we were in England because it's really big in England, and we used to watch it. And I was like, you know what? No, not anymore. Fuck that.
Formula One's rad.
I just can't do it anymore. I can't just sit down for 8 hours watching.
It's not 8 hours. It's like 2 to 3 hours. Formula One. Yeah. It's the next is NASCAR is the most thrilling sport in sports.
I just want one right hand turn.
Okay. Well, in
NASCAR.
In NASCAR, I was like, they do circuit races. I don't think they only do one or two a year, but they have circuits.
Of course, I got in my weekly Tenant rewatch, but other than that, everyone needs to watch everything everywhere all at once. Is that the
It's the David. That might be the best movie I've seen this year.
I was gonna say that might be the best movie. From what I've heard, if it's a movie, I'm thinking that it is. It's like she has like multiple, like it's almost like the multiverse thing, but like each one of
it is a multiverse thing, but
so it is the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an A24 movie. It's a beautiful movie. It's a beautiful film. I don't call movies films. It's a beautiful film.
I just love the fact that everyone goes, of course I got my weekly Tenet rewatch in because
have you watched Tenet?
I have. I watched it once and I went, nope.
And that movie's it's like another perfect movie.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking another Nolan movie. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it was Nolan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, most of his movies are like just. They hit.
Well, I have a buddy who refuses to watch Nolan movies. He's like, I can't watch Nolan movie and his dumb agendas.
I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah, and I'm like always like, shut up. So he like refuses to watch Interstellar, one of the best space movies of all time.
I would argue one of the best movies, period, of all time.
Yeah, I just was like, like I have another buddy who refuses to watch any space movie, hates sci-fi. He hates anything space, and I finally like broke him down to watch Interstellar, and he's like, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Interesting. You know what I just thought of? One of these days, what we'll do, and by one of these days I mean, probably, next week or the week after. So I always think of this. There's always all of this space down here, and not just my belly, but oh, look at that. That's actually a really fucking pretty looking.
Yeah, it's like got the plastic on it, but it's yeah.
But down here, all the space down here, not my belly, but the space down here. Maybe what we'll do one day is we'll do a top 5, and we'll just pick like a random like topic.
Okay.
Like movie category.
Okay.
And then you and me will just go through and give our top 5s.
Okay.
All time.
Our top 5s. Not what is top 5s.
Our top 5s.
Okay, I just want to throw that one out there because that's controversial.
Oh, it's going to be... I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be massively controversial when all of my top 5s are just Matthew McConaughey movies.
Oh, did you ever see...
Did I ever see... Don't even finish that statement. Of course I have. I have it back here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Seriously, I have it back
here. Great movie.
Yeah, that was one of those weird ones.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, no, I won't...
Dazed and Confused was one of my favorite movies. I've watched that, like... at least 30 times.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is in my top 3 movies of all time.
That's right. I remember you saying that, and I was like, huh, that's interesting.
Nothing is going to beat the day when Husky came in and me and Rob were watching it, and then me and Rob started, like, quoting the movie to him as he came into the room. Because he was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Oh, here, you know what? There's a couple...
I got to go to work once we're done with this.
Okay. So, we have a couple people in chat right now. Right? So, how... That was a very upsetting noise to make for there's a couple people in chat.
No, I got really excited. Never mind, it has nothing to do with that. It's something else. Go forward, we got a couple people in chat.
Well, so I was going to say, we got a couple people in chat. Why don't we let them pick the first movie category for next week?
Oh. All right, John.
Right, John and Raul, that's up to you guys. Other than that, there's I watched The Boys, and then I think that was really it.
I watched Spiderhead. Really enjoyed it. It's Netflix.
You know what we haven't watched? Titanic 666.
I'm not watching Titanic 666. No.
Oh, you know what? I need to look. I just need to look. I'm on Amazon. I need to look. Titanic 666.
Yeah.
It is on Amazon Prime, and we can watch it right now. No, never mind. I'm wrong about that. Titanic 2 is on
Yeah.
Amazon
Okay.
Prime.
All right.
Flight 666
Okay.
is on Prime Video.
John watched Spiderhead. It was really good.
What? No, okay, Spiderhead. Why do I
It's
feel like...
Chris Hemsworth and Miles Teller. It's and this is why I brought it up. It's because the same director directed Top Gun Maverick and Tron Legacy.
Spiderhead. It's a Netflix movie. So, also, by the way, if you type in Spiderhead on Google, you literally just get pictures of spiders' heads. That's a vagina. That's...
Okay. It's getting like the funny thing is it's like getting pretty bad reviews, but so like when I see the reviews
42%. 54%.
You either you get basically what you get from it. You get two really good performances. What's her name? Is her name Justice? Journey. Sorry. So it stars three people: Chris Hemsworth, Miles Teller, or Journey Smollett, who's Juicy Smollett's sister, for reference.
She's also Black Canary.
And she's also was in Friday Night Lights, the TV show.
Oh, yes, she was. She's one of the ones that I had the crush on.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's very beautiful.
But
it's about like this guy who they
here,
test medication on inmates for a reduced sentence, but it's like future, and they're like cool drugs.
I was gonna say right here it says two inmates form a connection while grappling with their pasts in a state-of-the-art penitentiary run by a brilliant visionary who experiments on his subjects with mind-altering drugs.
Cool drugs.
Cool.
Yeah, so it was fun.
Don't do drugs unless they in prison and they cool.
They cool drugs.
Don't do drugs though.
Cool drugs.
I remember seeing the trailer for it and being like, that looks like a mind fuck.
It's kind of like a thriller. I wouldn't say, I guess, kind of action, but it's the same director as Top Gun Maverick and Tron Legacy.
Does it work? Not really, but due to Kolonowski's skills behind the camera and Hemsworth's schmarmingly sweaty, paranoid charm, okay, I'm gonna time out this one right now, mid reading of this critics thing. Use just fucking basic language.
Yeah, well then he's like, it's bad, but like.
Well, no, they give it a 2.5 out of 4. They gave it that's a tomato.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, use fucking English language. Schmarminly, sweaty, paranoid charm. Just say that he's fucking charmful, or like he has a good It's part comedy, part thriller.
The writing for it wasn't the best, but everything else was really good about it, which kind of is very interesting. The performance was really good. So like.
This one here says, while Teller and Hemsworth have a lot of screen presence together, there's only so much you can do without a decent plot or script.
Yeah, I think that's more at the end of the day. That's what it was, because it was filmed very beautifully. It was a good direction, but they were really good together. I don't know. It was.
Yeah, no. Sarah Michelle Fetters from wherever the fuck this is. Just get your shit together. Stop using such giant language and words. Just fucking using like basic English for people. You heard all the words I just used, right? Schmarmingly sweaty, paranoid charm in front of the thriller comes awfully close to being a success, right? That's what she says there.
Yeah,
what does she say about Jurassic World Dominion, do you think? What words do you think she uses here?
I almost went and saw that earlier. And then I was looking up reviews and I was like, oh boy, this is like the worst one.
You want to know what this is the words that she uses for this one though. You ready?
Oh.
Jurassic World Dominion is dumb without the fun, and that just makes me sad.
Oh.
So you can say that, but you got to use charmingly sweaty, paranoid. I'm not over that. That's just annoying to me.
I just want to throw out, so the people who wrote this movie, they wrote screenplay. It's based on a novel or a short story. They wrote the screenplay. They wrote Zombieland, G.I. Joe Retaliation, which I liked.
Which one was Retaliation? Was that
Second one,
Okay.
The Rock. Deadpool,
Okay.
Life, Deadpool 2, Zombieland 2, Six Underground. And they're doing Deadpool 3. And then actually, I guess they're doing a Clue. Interesting. With Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman.
There's a movie.
Okay, I guess they're making another Clue movie.
There's a movie.
There's no date on anything. It's only been announced. They haven't even started filming.
There's a movie called Jurassic World.
Yeah.
On Amazon Prime right now. Just
Jurassic World?
No. Triassic World.
Oh, Triassic World. I was like, yeah, of course. There is a movie called Jurassic World.
There's also the Sinister Squad.
Okay.
Sorry, I clicked on Flight 66, and now it says related movies, and I'm just...
I didn't know Ryan Reynolds was a child actor.
Yeah.
He was a Canadian child actor, so maybe he missed out on all the stuff the American child actors went through.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You gotta hope so.
I mean, gotta.
Sorry, so Raul didn't say anything. However, John did, and John said horror movies.
Oh, he did say horror movies. Look at that.
So,
hey, did you top 5 horror movies?
Top 5 horror movies for next week.
Okay.
Give us a full week to think about
gotta cut it out because I gotta fucking go to work.
Okay, that's fine. So this is gonna be my final thing for it.
Yeah.
And this is just for everyone. Did you know that this month was Men's Mental Health Awareness Month?
Yeah. I didn't know. No, I didn't know.
Yep. So that's my thing.
Oh, June?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Yeah.
It's over.
Exactly. That's the I saw TikToks every now and then of it, and all of them are just it's like the sad music playing, and a guy sits down, and then he puts like a shot or a beer in front, and then it's like a beer there, and it's like need to talk, that sort of thing. And it's like,
to be honest, there was a lot of things that happened this week that
yeah.
I kind of I'm okay with that being overshadowed because the things that happened this week were pretty bad. So,
pretty bad's an understatement, but yes.
So I'm like, yeah. I mean, who cares about us? Like this, there are.
It was one of those things. I was gonna bring it up like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then everything happened like recently, and I was like,
yeah, we should take the back door to that one. We don't have to. Would you see that there's Rhode Island? There are 2 people running for Senate in Rhode Island, like Senate, and one of them maybe is a state Senate, some sort, maybe state Senate or the Senate. One candidate sucker punched the other candidate. A white cop sucker punched a black female candidate. And I was talking to my mom about it, with cops in my family. She's like, "Oh, I hope he gets arrested. This." I'm like, "He's not a cop. He'll be fine." Yeah, it's just the world we're going to. Straight up, belted her in the face at a protest. A protest about Roe v. Wade.
Fuck this place. Just
yeah.
Burn it all.
That's not me talking bad about cops. It's just like
it's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
This whole let's be honest, everything recently here has been all of this has just been you couldn't fucking make this up. This is the plot of horror movies, futuristic apocalypse movies right now that we're going through. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's fun. It's all fun. Well, then I saw a lot of people being like, it's Handmaid's Tale gets thrown out a lot, which accurate. But then people are like, well, that's dismissive towards other people's rights, and I'm like, no, it's that's pretty close to. I mean, if you've read it or seen the show, it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's
minus sex slaves, but yeah. All right, we won't get into it. I gotta go to work. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, thank you. Everybody, next week we'll be doing our personal
top
5 horror movies. So
Yeah.
we're gonna piss a lot of people off because most of our movies probably won't.
And if your top 5 doesn't include Scooby Doo on Monster Island, we can't be.
What if mine includes Matthew McConaughey, Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh, the old one.
Ooh, yeah, like the next generation one, like like the really bad one, but it has Matthew McConaughey.
I didn't know he was in any
I'm
of them.
gonna have to try to figure out a way to get him in every single category.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know any other horror movies he's in.
I think
just in every category. Gotcha.
Yeah, just every category will have him in it at least once. But anyways, thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. We appreciate it as always. Let us know down in the comments what other movie categories you would want us to do, or even shows. We'll do all sorts of fucking shit. Who knows? Makes life interesting. But as always, depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Still trouble, stay safe, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye.